So last Saturday, an audio was published alleging that Peter Obi sought the help of Bishop Oyedepo to help him win some states. Also, in the audio, Obi appeared to be soliciting for Christian support because he believed the election was a religious war. However, finally, the truth is out. But supposing this audio was real, two things should still be in the heart of every true Nigerian. One, Peter Obi still deserves our respect. Considering what politicians do and did in this past election, every true Nigerian knows that it is an honor to have someone like Peter Obi running as a presidential candidate. We all know that during the presidential campaign, though candidates were using tribal sentiment or religious sentiment to gain the attentions of their supporter, yet Peter Obi was the only one who publicly and continually said that he should not be voted for because of his religion or because of his tribal sentiment. This is the only person who did this publicly. Even when Asiwaju ordered his supporters to snatch ballot boxes and ballot paper and run away with power, you never hear such words from Peter Obi. He was always playing on the side of free and fair election. He never used violence. He never used religious sentiment or tribal sentiment to try to gain supporters. Now, what I want us to remember is that Peter Obi is a human being like every one of us. And as a human being, he has his own limits. And if for any reason, because of what other presidential candidates were doing, he decided he will no longer endure and decide to toe their line, we cannot blame him. He will still deserve our respect because he too is a human being, and as a human being, he has his own limits. You can't just keep taking advantage of people just because they have chosen to be good. But glory to God, now he deserves our very best respect because that audio has been proven to be fake, to be doctored, to be poorly edited. Number two, even if the audio was true, APC have no right to expect Nigerians to trust them just because they have dug out an audio. They say he who calls for equity must come with clean hands. You can't be judging others in the very same thing you too are guilty of. So, even if this audio was true, we will still not trust APC because of the pain, the injury, the wound they inflicted on the heart of every Nigerian by snatching away our right to vote, by threatening us on a polling unit and saying, if you will not vote APC, move away from here. This was openly done. It was publicly done. This was the highest fraud of the highest order, and it never will be erased from the heart of Nigeria. So they are not going to get any trust from us, even if this audio was true. They should not even consider thinking that they are going to repair the bad image they are already having just by pulling something up from the internet and try to blackmail Peter Obi or try to blackmail the Labour Party. They are not going to still deserve our trust. We now discovered that the audio was badly doctored to give it a different meaning other than what the speaker intended. Peter Obi's media aide, Obi, I don't know if I got the name correctly, discovered that the audio was poorly doctored. And here is what he said, and I quote, "They edited out the Muslim ticket that led to the discussion where Obi said that religious balancing was a necessary consideration and that their recklessness had made Christians to assume it was a religious war. You see that? So what Peter Obi was talking about was not that he was saying to the bishop that they should help convince Christians because he believed that the election was a religious war, but that because of their recklessness in choosing a Muslim ticket and not considering Christians, that how they will feel about the Muslim ticket has now pushed Christians to start thinking that the election is now a religious war. And we all know that even another video surfaced on the internet where a Muslim cleric was explaining to the Muslims that were around that they decided to choose the Muslim ticket because it was going to promote the Muslim agenda in Nigeria. And you see, this is not to indict all Muslims, because I know there are good Muslims who never will buy into this deception, who never would want to support what this evil cleric was saying. He will never buy that idea. But this is what Peter Obi was saying in that tape, that because of their recklessness, they have made Christians to start thinking that the election was a religious war. And this is the part they edited out to indict Peter Obi and blackmail him to be to the public that he was saying the election was a religious war, and that Christian should and that the bishop should persuade Christian to vote for him. And this man has publicly declared to every man that he should not be voted for because of his religious sentiment or his tribal sentiment. Now think of it for a little. Just think of this for a little. That supposing that was what he said to the bishop secretly, what do you think if the bishop alone would be passing this message to the people to try to persuade them and make them understand it was a religious war? Why the man, in quotes, Peter Obi, has publicly declared to everybody that they should not vote for him because he was a Christian, or this is not a religious war, which he has openly declared to everybody? Don't you think the people would think that the bishop was doing something that was contrary to what the man has openly told them? So this cannot be true. This audio was doctored and it has been made public. This shows how thoughtless these people really are, because the dumbest person should know that the speaker would release the real audio when the doctored audio surfaces on the internet. And whoever paid these people for this joke of a work is as dumb as these people. Please, I would like to sign out at this moment. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up. That way YouTube will recommend it to everyone. Don't also forget to hit the notification bell so you will always be notified each time we upload our video. Thank you for watching our video, and if you want to see more videos like this, please click on the one showing on your screen right now, and I will see you in my next video. God bless you.